Gaming 100% of the time with zero interruption at any point in existence. I don't really remember what we were doing last. I kind of can't believe this, but according to this, we've spent 8 hours on this world so far, which is kind of crazy to me. It's gonna take me a little bit to kind of remember where we were before, but I feel like I can always get the general gist of what I was doing within a few seconds of launching the world, so. We are on land, actually. So we're gonna have to deal with whatever's going on there. Oh, that's right. We were about to go look at this, but I don't remember why we came here. There's a reason we came here. I know this was where the rendezvous coordinates were, but I don't really remember. This is only like a side thing. Okay. I gotta remember to stay away from those, but I see a ton of... Oh, this glass is actually broken. There's another one of these purple tablets here, and this is the second island, so this is not... Hey, stay away from me. Where is my knife? I need this thing to stay away, so it's about to cease to exist. I think it's dead. So, there's a PDA here. That's a rock.
Integrating new PDA data.
I don't think this is the primary reason we are here, though. Marble melons. Do I already have the seeds for that? I've got Chinese potato and marble melon. Okay. Because I want to be able to take this back as a better food source. So I don't necessarily need to worry about as much as the stuff I've already done. Like, I'm kind of tired of picking up fish, so... It's another tablet. I really should probably listen to some of these at some point. I just found another one. Now, I know we went to the one that's up there with the observatory right before the last stream ended, and I know there is another one on the other peak. There's like 2 mountains, so... I don't know if there's anything alien-related here that we should also be taking a look at. Okay, so they both have observatories. Okay, I don't think this is the one I've already been in, so let me just check. Okay. Yeah. This, the lantern fruit, that stuff is... It gives you both water and food. And I think I remember I ended up putting these on my Cyclops. So I do definitely want to take some of these. Okay. I don't see anything up here that's important or anything, so I do think that there's more on this island. I don't think this is the only reason I'm here, besides those 3 structures. I should probably try and follow these paths to some extent. I do think there's a few caves that I'm supposed to be able to go in. And I found another purple tablet, so that makes me think that there's a structure somewhere that's alien-related. I could actually go put some stuff back in the Seamoth, because that's where I've got a little storage component on the side of it now. I could probably pull the Seamoth up on the underside of it. So let's see here. I don't want to take fall damage, but also I think I can make this, so there we go. Graphics cards. Okay, so there's a cave here. Okay, so I was right. There was a structure in here. And I did find another purple tablet, but is this one already on? It is. That's not what I was expecting. Did I do this the last stream? I'm kind of concerned as to where this goes. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. I think mid is a good description of that card, to say the least. I I don't really remember where this takes me. I feel like this is the other island. I'm not sure. Did I really take fall damage from that height? Is this the other island? I need to make sure, because if so, that's huge. I just need to see the surface of this. If this is truly the other island, then that's kind of big, because that allows me to travel really far distances without really having to use power. If this is the other island, and I know I activated the portal on the other island, I mean, I'm clearly on an island, then the portal should already be activated because I did that. There's the ship. Where's the big gun? I feel like it shouldn't be this hard to find the giant gun that's just sitting on the island. Is it worth jumping off and trying to find the portal again? It seems like I can only run into the portal, so I think I'm gonna make this call. There it is. Okay. This is the second island. Huh. And so that I feel like that changes my plans a bit. So Beans is where it is. This is about 2,000 meters away, and my pod is 1,000 meters away, so I just want to make sure that that's always on the other island. Oh. Now that I know where I am, I know that you actually get to the portal by going this path. That would make sense why I didn't have to activate this portal. Because by activating the one on this island, I activated the one right here. The terminal is normally right here, but I don't see a terminal, which means that you would have had to activate it from the other end. Okay. I think that's everything over here that is important, so I think it's time to go back home. I don't think there is really anything else over here but the portal and the 3, like, Degassi structures, so I think I'm good to go ahead and say, like, I don't think there's anything else on this island.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I think I've already been to Life Pod 17, but I don't really remember for the most part. But as soon as I get back to my base, I need to go ahead and plant these fruits, which I think I'll put them in the room with the water filter, because that's kind of become my sustenance room. I think that's also where I have my bed now, so. That's right, I did make the prawn suit, and I know that I need to find some more of the prawn arms in order to be able to really use that. And I also need to... Oh my gosh, I didn't even see him there. I need to make the Cyclops, but I still think I'm missing just one piece to that, so let me go ahead and check. Cyclops. I'm missing 2 pieces, so I need to get one more piece of the engine and one more piece of the hull. There's a chunk of the ship here. I don't know if I've already seen this. That looks like a Seamoth. Is there anything in here or a way in? Okay, so I have not actually opened this. I've got my laser cutter too. It's playing some different music now, like it knows I'm making progress. Is this the laser cutter? It is. I like how it gives me laser cutters in this, like, I am not cutting the doors open with a laser cutter. There's the battery charger. Is it possible that the power cell charger is in here? Another battery charger. Data box. What is this? It was titanium, which means I already had it. Mobile vehicle bay. Modification station. It looks like I already have most of this stuff. Ooh, propulsion cannon. I think I have both variants of the propulsion and repulsion cannon already, but I just gotta make sure. Got the propulsion cannon. I don't think Oh, I do have the repulsion cannon. I think that's the big cave that I was in earlier. And actually, I can go down there now without getting this damaged. Because, yeah, this was only able to go 200 down the last time I was here. And now we can go down to 900 with the upgrades I gave it. So, I don't know if it's worth it to be down here, but I kind of just want to take a good little look around and see if there's anything I missed. Was there always shale in here? I did not realize there were. If that's always been the case. I might as well... I'm going back to my base right now, but I might as well fill up my inventory on the way back with valuables. I know I'm going to need a ton more magnetite, and I really don't have a lot of that. So it's good that it spawns in this cave, because this is not too far away from my base. These big rocks. These are the kind of rocks that I can only mine with the prawn suit drill arm, which I do not have yet, and I honestly do not remember where to find it. I think it's by the bulb region, but I'm really scared to go that way, because I don't want to kill my sea moth. There's the habitat. It's so weird actually being able to be down here without worrying about the fact that my sea moth is going to, like, implode on itself, but... yeah. This is the exit right here. This took a lot more damage than I really anticipated it would. Ooh. Okay, so he's not in there right now. That's okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It's been a little bit since I've actually been at my base, so I have to figure out exactly what I'm going to do next. But I think probably going to look for the Cyclops pieces is the best idea for now. I just need to empty out my inventory and get myself some more water and food before we do that. We're going to go over to the sustenance room and put down a grow bed. That just made some water. That is awesome. And they do a lot of water, like 50, and two of these, if this is in the same unit, only 2 of those will get me all the way back up to 100. So that's why I want to take this out as soon as it's done at every point. So let's see, where's my habitat builder? We're gonna go ahead, I'm actually gonna set up some, and put down a interior grow bed so I actually have a place to put some of my plants. I know you can also put one on the wall itself, but I've never actually explored that option. The lantern fruits are critical though. Ooh, where are they? I didn't eat it on accident or something, did I? That would be a real shame if I've already lost the lantern fruit. Okay. Now we've got one little lantern fruit tree growing there. And I've got plenty of other food sources here. So I've got marble melons and the potato plant. And hopefully, I do think it drops more than one, because it wouldn't be a very good food source if it didn't. So I'm going to go ahead, swap in charged batteries to all of my tools. And then I think we're going to go look for the Cyclops pieces, because that, before I can do anything else, that needs to happen. Let's see. Okay, wow, that was fast. Let me go ahead and pop out that dead battery. Put it on the charger. Because I really don't need more than like 4 batteries. I think we're pretty set to go on. I'm going to bring one of those nutrient blocks with me because I don't really feel like this is enough food, but I kind of can't be asked to make more, so we need 1 engine fragment and we need 1 hull fragment. And if I remember correctly, the mushroom forest is over this way, like closer to the ship. But there's also kind of scarier things in that area if we go too deep. What's that? We don't have the goal of picking stuff up. Our goal is just to scan stuff. That might be a moon pool room, but I'll take it for titanium. It is. Okay, what's this? That's a Cyclops bridge, which is the only component we don't need. But, again, titanium. Sometimes I wish you could actually... Like, I wish you could put, like, prawn suit arms on the sea moth, but I guess that would probably eliminate the point of the prawn suit existing at all. Oh, crap! Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do something risky and just scan him, just so I get that out of the way. He's distracted by other things, so 80, 90, 100. Good. I could have sworn this is where I first saw Cyclops fragments, but if it's only going to give me the bridge fragments, then maybe I need to go somewhere else. Actually, now that I say that, I might be right on that, because I know there is one other place I have seen Cyclops fragments. I've also seen them over by, although... Let me just make sure that this isn't a bridge. It is. I have also seen them over by one of the islands. Power transmitter. Okay, I'm starting to see some stuff that I haven't seen. Or at least, maybe I haven't been in this area before. Ooh, we are running away right now. I know what that noise is. That is a Leviathan class fish. It's big, and it will destroy this pretty much instantly. What is this? Cyclops Bridge. I actually don't even want to scan it. I need to find the island where the sunbeam was going to land, because I feel like that's my best chance at finding. That's the cloud that... This cloud, you see how weird this looks here? That's actually the cloud that hides it, so you can't see it off the bat. So I got lucky there. I'd like to ideally make a beacon so I know it's here, but I know there's kind of scary things down the direction I'm going right now, but I really feel like this is one of my best chances. I'm only 42 meters down, and it's this dark. I feel like this area, literally where we are right now, is one of my best chances at finding. I don't like what that light is. Ooh, okay, we're gonna avoid him. I think it knows I'm here. Is this a bridge or is this an engine? That's an engine, okay. Those guys are basically the Endermen of Subnautica, we'll say that. And they kind of guard critical structures, I think, for the aliens. But, okay, leaving. They hurt a lot. That was an engine, and we need one more. We need the hull. Maybe I'll check the back side, and if I don't find one, I will look somewhere else. But oh, I didn't realize how far down this thing goes. This is the big gun. We need one more piece to this, and we'll be good. I spent an hour trying to look for pieces to this, although I guess we did start on the island. This feels like kind of a buffer stream, like nothing that's like too terribly important. I've got a goal, but it's making it very hard for me to accomplish this goal. I could have sworn you could find all of the pieces. Okay, I need to heal this. That you can find all of the pieces to it here in the Mushroom Forest, but I might be wrong on that. Out of the 9 pieces, I have 8. We're close, but evidently not that close. Okay, now is the time we leave. Now is the time we leave. Now is the time we leave. It's right now is the time we leave. That is actually exactly what I did not want to see. What's that? Please tell me this is what I'm looking for. Nuclear reactor. Might not be what we're looking for, but I don't think I have that. Apparently already had one piece of it. I don't know, but I'm starting to see way bigger, way scarier shit. And I'm kind of worried about it. I don't even hear it. That's the growl that thing makes. Oh, by hear it, I mean I see it, but we're gonna run now. I should be able to stay away as long as I'm in, like, the mushroom forest. It might have a harder time getting through there. Like, I feel like they're gonna put it in the scarier areas in order to make me, like, actually go there, but doesn't mean I want to. What I'm amazed at is the fact that I have not died once. That is something I did quite a lot while I was on my last world. So I'm kind of, I gotta say, I'm impressed with myself there. I've had some very, 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 very unnecessarily close calls, but, you know, let's see, maybe I should also collect more materials for the rocket, given I have that. We already have the gantry. What's next? The boosters. We need nickel, which means we need that drill arm. And I really feel like we've made way more progress than I thought we would have before having the Cyclops. Because the Cyclops, like, by default, has like a 900 meter dive that it can go down. The Seamoth only has 200 normally, so the fact that we've made it down 900 in the Seamoth is kind of crazy. And I can't do anything about my prawn suit until I have the other arms. And I almost wonder if I should look at the databank more. Because honestly, there are so many logs and stuff, like audio logs that I haven't played through. Maybe I should go look at more life pods. Maybe those will show me where I need to go. But I know I found 4, I know I found 6. I don't know about 7. I don't think I found that at all. And then 13 is new. I think that was our mission, originally. Maybe that's why we were here to begin with. I thought it was just like the ship was passing by, but I think the whole reason was for the Altera. Yeah, it is a search and rescue mission. That was the whole point we came to this planet, and then we got shot down too. It's just frustrating not being able to find this, but maybe I should go look for a life pod. 13, 17. I can check 17 on my way to 13. I think that's a good call. I also have no idea where my prawn suit is. I just know it's over here. Yeah, we're gonna go over to 17 first. Make sure that we've already seen 17. If we have, we're gonna go straight to 13. And hopefully on the way find a section of the hull. This is pretty far away, so pretty much the farther out you go, the more, like, important stuff you start to see, I feel like. So I think that's a good thing to make our goal. I know 17's right here. It's honestly not where I expected it to be, so make sure there's nothing on the outside real quick. Is there anything on the inside? No, which means it was probably PDAs on the ground that I probably already got, so I think we can cross 17 off the list. Okay, so this is another mushroom forest. So it kind of looks crazier too, so I don't know if I've been to this one yet. It might be worth sticking around and seeing if I can find Cyclops pieces right here. Yeah, look at all these roots. Look at that big tree in the middle. I don't know if I've seen this. Because if I am... What's that? What's that? Is that what we need? Is that what we need? That might be what we need. I said they didn't necessarily have to be the boxy ones. It is a Cyclops hull fragment. I was so hopeful.
New blueprint acquired.
It took me 0 seconds to find that. What are we gonna need to build that? Cyclops. There it is. That's actually not bad at all. That's a lot simpler than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, here's 13 right here. That's even better. Okay. Maybe 13's main purpose was to show us that there were more pieces over here. So, there's a PDA. Was that all? That one's weird that it's just a PDA, though. So I feel like that one might actually be kind of important to listen to. Damn, that's 2 birds with 1 stone, though. Even though might have been a really long, like, the stone might have been in the air for a while, but we got it. I kind of want to stay around. Look, there's another one right there. That's so frustrating. Was it here the whole time? We only just got that radio message too, so if Cyclops hull fragments are most common here, there was no way that I was going to be able to find those earlier. I almost want to see if there's anything else super important back here.